Welcome back, everyone. My name is Baron, and today I bring you something way different than what I've been having on my channel ever before. I'm sure you recognize the game, which is probably why you are here viewing this video right now. If not, this game is called Smite. It's a free-to-play game where you choose from a variety of gods and battle it out with four other players on your team in several different game modes, but not all of them, against an opposing team of also five players. To give you a basic rundown of it, it's sort of like Dota 2 and League of Legends, where there are a variety of game modes such as but not limited to Conquest, Domination, and Arena. I don't know if they have those in the other games, but that's what is in Smite, but not limited to, of course. Here in this video, I'm going to break down a few things I would like to mention to get you started in the game, if you are going to play it, and supply a few websites I found to be helpful on guide guides and gameplay guides in case you want to learn more about the game in order to be better. As for me, I sort of picked it up as I played. Sure, people will give you a lot of crap for not looking at guides and kind of learning the basics on how to play before you start to play. But over time, you will get better. Trust me. Hell, even though I'm not that good now, and I've played it for nearly several months now. I don't know. You'll get better eventually, though. Trust me. So let's get to what I want you to know. As I stated, there are several different game modes. My favorite and the one most played is Conquest. This is where a team of 5 versus 5 gods go up against each other in a 3-lane map with jungles in between and a couple of defenses, as you'll see in this video. The 3 lanes consist of left, mid, and right. Pretty obvious, right? The only catch is that some people also call them different names, such as long lane or short, or just long and short. And you can just look at the minimap to see which side is long and which side is short. As you can see in this video, the right lane is the long lane due to the fact that the towers are spaced out a lot more. Before I move on, I forgot to mention that I've currently picked up on the game again just recently. In fact, because I did take a long break in between, and found out that now in Conquest games, the team will be made up of a solo, a jungler, a mid, and 2 long. What I mean by each of those is that solo means one god or one person will solo a lane, that being most of the time the short lane. So if you think you want to solo, you better find a well-versed god that I might have for you guys in the future series. I will mention at the end of the video. Just hinting at that right now. I don't want to get into too much into detail, as you'll find out later. Aside from that, there is also the jungler. This is the guy that stays in the jungle areas, gaining jungle buffs and helping out other lanes if need be, which could also be classified as ganking, which I'll get into later. A jungler is something that experienced players usually do, as it is tough to know exactly how you want to play and know when/where to be at certain times. In the jungle, most of the time you want to play as a physical melee. Sometimes you might see a range do it, but melee is definitely preferred. These also have to be they also have to be either high sustain or high area damage in order to gank correctly, which again I'll get to later. Next is the mid, something I prefer most of the time because I love playing a solo, but I also like being a mage, which is usually the preferred choice for the middleman. I can't really explain this anymore, as you'll most of the time be playing a mage. If you decide to choose mid, and you'll most likely go up against another mage. My favorite is Anubis, which I will talk about soon and or later. Lastly is 2 long, which means 2 gods go the long lane and will most likely fight another 2 gods on that same exact lane. In this setup, it usually is made up of a tank and something else, anything really, more so a ranged physical, from what I've seen. I don't want to go into detail too much, as you'll know why soon. I might as well get this out of the way now, and I'll mention what is ganking. What exactly is it? The best way for me to describe it is pretty much sneaking up on an enemy where your team pushes in order to catch the enemy on surprise and take them out with as low as possible casualties for your team. At least that's a basic definition of it. Next on the agenda is building your set and abilities, or just set. As I said, I don't want to go into details. Talking in depth about this game could literally take hours, if not days. There's tons of stuff to discuss, but to keep it short and sweet, you could either choose to keep it up on auto buy or buy straight from the recommended menu, or once you are more experienced, try out new abilities that pertain to your specific god. So if you have, say, a physical melee, you're going to want to build physical power, physical speed, etc. Everything that pertains to physical. It works for all types of gods just like that. I also wanted to mention that, as you could, I don't know if you saw in this video, I don't think you did, that there's two squares in the beginning when you're choosing your god that says auto buy items and auto level skills. If you're definitely new to that game, keep those check marked. Once you get used to the game, then you can possibly uncheck mark them. I recommend not uncheck marking auto skills, as you kind of sometimes, a lot for me, I forget to like upgrade my skills. Whereas items, I don't forget because it's really easy to go in the store and buy some items. So if you want to build your own set of like items, then I recommend that. If you want to try your own skills, you can try that, like leveling up your skills each time. You can try that, but I recommend not doing that. Just trying to buy your items is pretty much good enough. Lastly, I wanted to mention teamwork. This game is based on teamwork. If you try to do everything alone, you won't win games. If your teammates are stubborn, get them to change their mind somehow, because this game is based all on teamwork. If you aren't working as a team, you will surely lose every match in this game, thus not making it fun at all, unless you prefer losing in games, which then you're weird. So I try to keep this guide, in quotations of course, as basic as possible. I talked briefly on things I wanted to mention. As I said, I could go on for days if I wanted to get real in-depth and detail, but I don't have the time or patience to do that, sadly. I forgot to mention in in the beginning that I did speed this video up, as you can probably tell by now, because I knew I wouldn't have 20 plus minutes of commentary, so I figured I might have enough to get through the majority of this video. Nonetheless, I have one more thing to mention. The thing I was hinting at before, and if you watched my previous Battlefield 4 video, Tank Warfare, I'm pretty much going to attempt, keyword attempt, to do a series on Smite where I play as every god, just like I would try to do every gun. Give a rundown on what it is, how it's meant to be played, what I like to use on that certain god, if I prefer to not, etc. Sadly, Smite pretty much requires you to pay real money in order to unlock gods at a rapid pace, whereas I don't want to waste my money, so I try to play as often as I can in order to earn favor, which is a free way of purchasing gods. I do have about 20 gods unlocked, so this series might be able to work, but then again, there's about 50 gods in the game, whereas in the other games I mentioned in the other video, you pretty much will unlock every gun in no time if you just play like Call of Duty or Battlefield 4 frequently. I also wanted to mention that there is tons of stuff to talk about for this game, so I don't know if I will do it. Like, I would have to go through the stats, I would have to get those for you guys, I would have to get what I prefer for the abilities, for the for your loadout, for which gods do I prefer, which game modes do I prefer. It would just be a lot of work. I think I might do it, I might not, I might just give you guys some gameplay videos. But you probably can expect, I said that twice, some Smite gameplay. I don't know if it'll be this series, but you can expect more Smite gameplay. If I do end up doing these videos, I try to have the best gameplay possible for each god, though I'm not good with every single one. I also pretty much do the same thing I'm doing with the other series, as I said, so possibly expect this, possibly not. Nonetheless, I wanted to get this up on my channel. This video here, I wanted to get up on my channel, so you knew I played this game, and I definitely recommend playing it. It's free, link will be down in the description if you want to play it. I definitely recommend it, as I said that probably 3 times now. A few good websites will also be down there if you want to check them out. Varies from gameplay guides to, oh god, hold on, catch my words here, to specific god guides. I recommend checking them out as well if you don't want to be a complete noob going into this game. Do people still use the word noob? I don't know. Well, that has been everything I wanted to say. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed what I had to talk through. I hope you enjoyed the rest, which there clearly is video left. And see you guys in the next video.
Be right back. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Double nice job. An enemy has been slain. Yes, be careful. slain. You have been slain. Take left lane. Nice job. The enemy has been slain. Stay back. Your middle tower is under attack. An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain. Be careful left. An ally has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Nice job. An enemy has been slain. Attack left lane. No. Ultimate is down. An enemy has been slain. 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 That's all. Nice job, game.